What is up, guys? Ninja Nick 333. We're back with another round of the Orlando, Florida Pokemon Regional Championships in the trading card game. We do see, looks like Nick Moffitt here on the right versus Andrew Hedrick. What the heck is Capturing Aroma? Isn't that a card where you like flip a coin, and if it's one result, you search for an Evo Pokemon, and if it's the other result, you search for a basic Pokemon? That seems really bad. Why would anybody play that? Even post-rotation, I don't even know if that's going to be that playable. I just hate coin flip cards like that. Like, I can understand Cram-O-Matic, but that just doesn't make any sense to me. It's so inconsistent what you can search with it. If you flip the wrong results, it's like, well, I guess I lose the game. But Moffitt, I know, is playing Rayquaza Lost Box, because he's just been on that for a while. And then this side, I mean, I'm assuming that's Lugia. So we'll have to see how this goes. I actually know the result of this match, I believe, already. Yeah, I do remember the result of this match. I don't know exactly what happened during it, but I know how it finishes. I know whether it's a win-loss or tie, is all I'll say. So we do see the Oranguru start on the left from Andrew here. Moffitt lost the coin flip and is starting the Radiant Greninja. Radiant Greninja is not a bad start in Lost Box, because you can always use its ability, scoop it up, and then use it again. Oranguru is a bad start if you go first. It's a good start if you go second. It's just so funny to me. So we are seeing the capture energy come down on that Oranguru. We are going to search our deck here. Probably getting a Lugia V. Yep, and we do see the Lugia V. And then that's it, just a pass. No Archeops in the discard pile or anything. That could show that it's a dead hand. I did see an Ultra Ball, so at least he'll be able to do something on the next turn, but definitely not the perfect situation. Moffitt does have the turn 1 Colress's Experiment right after using that concealed cards. Let's see what we're going to Lost Zone and what we're going to keep. Looks like we're Lost Zoning Cram Sableye. We're keeping Raikou. I definitely would agree with the keeping Raikou. That is very important in this matchup if you can get it off. Also see Battle VIP Pass. We're checking prize cards now. Checking all the energy and Pokemon very rapidly. You can see how fast he's sorting that deck, so you can check everything. If there's one thing Moffitt is very good at, it's playing fast. He's been trying to be a little more methodical recently, and that's why he's been doing a lot better at tournaments. He's been top cutting a lot. Got top 4 at both of the last 2 Salt Lake City Regional Championships. Which is odd because he lives like, well, his home is like an hour from me. He's going to college right now, so he's not there, but kid from my local area. I'm so proud. Still searching. Cat, why are you meowing at me? Gonna take notes in his little recycled turtle notebook. Recycled paper, not recycled turtles. Escape rope is gonna force the Lugia active. If Moffat can get one more in the lost zone. And here it is. Probably heavy ball, right? Keep the experiment for next turn. Although the heavy ball allows for easy prize checking. So then you can just guarantee you know what's in the prize cards. He likely already identified all of the Pokemon that are in there. So yeah, it looks like he's like, I want the monkey, I'm gonna get it. And now he's able to identify the rest of the prize cards and write them down. They'll be shuffled, so they won't be in order, but at least he'll know what all the prize cards are. Do see the Comfey get put back down yet again. That was the only Pokemon in there. Thankfully, the heavy ball goes up towards the top of the prize cards, so he doesn't redraw into that immediately. Especially when he knows that there's no Pokemon left in there. Gonna see this flower selecting. Go to 5 cards in the lost zone. Goes with the lightning energy. Yet another flower selecting. Every flower imaginable has been selected. He's still going to be 1 off from using Mirage Gate this turn. We are using the monkey. We're going to switch the top card of our deck. That might just be it for him at this point. Unless he has a Cramorant and another way to switch out. Hitting with Cramorant here would be pretty good. You can always 2-shot a Lugia if they somehow miss the evolution. Just puts the Rayquaza down. That'll be something that might be easily powered up on the next turn. To take a easy 1-shot on a Lugia VSTAR. Then we're also going to see maybe the Raikou come down as well. Again, if that one gets a choice belt, same idea. You can take 3 prize cards, knock out a Lugia VSTAR and the Oranguru at the same time. So yeah, it looks like we are going to go and do that. We still have an attachment for turn 2. Looks like we're going to go for the Rayquaza. And yeah, just passes the turn. This is fine. That's a pretty good start. Now let's see if there's any way to get some Archeopses in the discard pile here. Looks like no. We're probably going to have to go for a Luminion and Marnie. Yeah, Ultra Ball for Luminion. Or no, you have Luminion already. Yeah, just Luminion for Marnie, I suppose. You have the VSTAR already. Just gets another Ultra Ball. Well, now you can Ultra Ball for an Archeops and then Ultra Ball away the Archeops. You're gonna have to get rid of that Aurora to do it, though. But I think that's worth it. Just to guarantee one. Yeah, so we get the Archeops, we discard it with the second Ultra Ball. So that was a really good Oranguru top deck. Get another Archeops. Then we're going to Luminion for Research. Evolve the active. And then we can research away second Archeops. Yeah, that's perfectly executed there. Took him a little while to put the pieces together, but... So, yep, there's the Lugia VSTAR. We are going to research away the Archeops. Draw a fresh hand of 7. And then be able to get 2 Archeops out. Got a nice big handful of energies there. Gets another Archeops even. Does have another Lugia. I think you might want to bench that. Just because there is a world where Rayquaza just one-shots it. Your active one. Gonna VSTAR, get those 2 out. Although you do... Maybe you just attack with Luminion the next turn. That would be fine. You can always, like, put up Manaphy or something, too. Yeah, that wouldn't be awful. Yeah, maybe hold the Lugia. And just try to go Luminion Loop and attack with single prizers. So there is the first Archeops. We are shuffling the deck. He does have double turbo, so he can just not use the second Archeops yet. Or he could just use the second Archeops, put it on the Luminion. Another thing that he could do is attach return to the active. Well, no, I guess not. He would be 1 energy short of attacking with Luminion. Well, no, he could put a double turbo from deck onto the Luminion. Attach the double turbo for turn to the active. I mean, I guess he's going to do it this way, which is fine. And yeah, he's going to remove the Luminion from play and then put the Oranguru active to protect the Lugia. So yeah, that's perfect execution there as well. More cards going into the Lost Zone off of the flower selecting. Let's see if we have Boss, Mirage Gate, Attach stuff. Let's see if Rayquaza can get there with the knockout on the Lugia VSTAR. Can we do it? Another thing he could do is just attack with Raikou this turn. He'll knock out the Oranguru and soften up any one of the bench Pokemon. Probably the Lugia would be the best, in my assumption. Again, I don't think the Rayquaza decks play Sableye, If they do, it's probably only one copy. Do see the monkey go down again. Mirage Gate, we are there. We have enough energies, or enough cards in the Lost Zone in order to use it to get energies. Just need a medal attached for turn onto that Raikou. Unless he has another Mirage Gate he can just go in with, but he shuffled the deck a lot, so I'm assuming he doesn't have another Mirage Gate in hand. He did just put a medal into the Lost Zone. He only plays 2 medal. So he is going to have to find that medal. Oh, he had it. Okay. Nice. So yeah, this is exactly the type of play that I was talking about. He's going to go in with Raikou. The perfect thing is if he had some way to gust up the Lugia and then have a choice belt for Raikou, then he can take 3 prizes, but looks like he's softening up the Archeops instead of the Lugia. I do like that better. We do know that he can just take a one-shot whenever he wants, most likely, with the Rayquaza. So by leaving that Archeops 30 from death, he could potentially go in with a 2-prize turn, knocking out 2 Archeops at the same time, so I do like that better. So we are doing Irida. We're gonna get that Manaphy. It's pretty cool that Irida can search Manaphy as well. Getting it Manaphy item card. Looks like the item card of choice is Quick Ball. We're gonna bench Manaphy to prevent that Raikou from doing the same thing again. Archeops number 1 is going to charge up Lugia. Archeops number 2 is probably also going to charge up Lugia. Actually, no, just double turbo. Lugia is fully powered up. We're going to use the second Archeops probably to power up... Oh, it looks like just Manaphy, just so that it can retreat. Interesting. The Washwater energy does prevent the Manaphy from being able to be taken out by something like a Sableye. So not only does that protect that Archeops from Raikou in the future, but it also protects itself from Sableye. So it makes it so Sableye is not quite that great of a play. So yeah, Andrew was able to take a prize there. Moffat promotes this Comfy that has an air balloon. So he'll hopefully be able to dig deep and get another Mirage Gate play off. Load this Rayquaza up with a whole bunch of energies and just go blarg. Just vomit all over that Lugia. Melt it. Moffat's taken some time with his decision. He's going to get a Manaphy. He does play double Manaphy, which is smart. And as you can see, Andrew writes down 2 Manaphy in his notebook. It's very important for him to know, in case he plays something like Raikou. But yeah, I feel like double Manaphy was the tech this weekend in Lost Box. I'm surprised more people didn't play it, honestly. If I was playing Lost Box, I would have played double Manaphy. It's not a new concept. Tord did it. I think Tord did it, right? Is Tord the one who first played it? Had 2 copies? I can't even remember anymore. So did you see Rayquaza has his full energy cost plus an additional psychic energy? That way he can blow up this Lugia in one hit doing, I believe, 320. It's 80 times 4 because of the 4 energy. So yeah, that's 320. Exactly what he needs. 3 energy would be too short. Even 3 energy with a choice belt is actually too short, which is kind of funny. You just need the 4th energy. Puts down the 2nd Manaphy. And one-shots that Lugia. Moffat marking down which prize cards he's taken, so he knows which ones are left. Lots of energy in hand for Andrew here. He does put up the damaged Archeops. That one is 30 away from being knocked out. So that is 1 short of Manaphy being able to take the knockout, but if Moffat plays that Zigzagoon, I gotta stop. I gotta stop suggesting that people just attack with the things that are there to just sit on the bench, like Dunsparce and Manaphy. It's so fun, though, when you do it. I've 2-shot a Volcanion EX with a Alolan Vulpix before that's just there to search my deck for Pokemon. You can do anything, as long as you set your mind to it. Just gotta set your mind to it, you can do anything. Don't let your dreams be dreams, just do it. So we are charging up Lumineon with an Archeops here, and then charging itself up with just 1 so that it can retreat, attaches for turn on the Lumineon. Then plays Marnie. Moffat had a really big hand, so that's a good Marnie. Raikou's coming down off a Quick Ball. Or maybe the Charizard. Yep, so here comes Charizard. The Lumineon will be able to pick up the knockout on this Rayquaza and then just shuffle it back into the deck. Puts up the Charizard just to soak damage, essentially. Be a 1-prize dude to just sit there and be like, hey, what are you gonna do? That is a heavier investment for Moffat to attack into. He could attack with Radiant Greninja, and it would hit for weakness. The only problem is that that Manaphy is there preventing it from being able to also hit that Archeops and take 2 prizes at once. But that would be a really good play. If Moffat somehow had like boss's orders canceling clone, then he could knock out the Manaphy and the Archeops at the same time and basically just win the game there, but you know how it is. Or it would be better to just knock out the... Well, no, because if Charizard's on the bench, you can't hit it for weakness. So yeah, you would have to knock out the active Manaphy in that exact type of situation. Looks like we are ordinary rotting some stuff back into the deck. So we can do some more Mirage Gate shenanigans. Comfey is going to Flower, selecting away that Battle VIP pass. You don't want that. It's not turn 1. Quick Ball away Ice Cube to get Sableye. I believe there is enough in the Lost Zone for Sableye to start doing some Sableye things. I know he had access to at least 1 Psychic Energy. We saw it on the Rayquaza. It was discarded. And Moffat plays at least 2 of every energy. He plays 3 copies of 1 or 2 of the energies. I think sometimes he plays 3 lightning and grass, and sometimes he plays just 2 of one of them, I believe. He's just counting to make sure. And he is going to Raihan, so he's able to get that Psychic Energy out of the discard pile onto the Sableye. Search his deck for any 1 card, which looks like it was on the bottom of the deck already. Unless he didn't need anything specific and he's just grabbing a card just because he is forced to with Raihan. Gonna do the monkey. Oh, the card he grabbed with Raihan, he might have just put to the top of his deck with Oranguru to protect himself from a Marnie. That would be a really cool play as well. So here comes Sableye. He cannot hit Manaphy with that, but he is able to soften up the Archeops. So 4 to 1 Archeops, 3 to the other to knock it out. So he does have 5 left, so just put all of that onto the Charizard, and then Cramorant can come up and knock out any of the Pokemon that are remaining in play. I also love the way he placed the damage counters. That's like the perfect way that you want to do that, to make sure your opponent knows exactly where it's all going and can still count to make sure that it's the full 12. So the Charizard is still stuck active. I bet Andrew was not expecting that play to come out of nowhere, but that is the way this format kind of goes, is you want to try to pull a play out of what seems like nowhere. You have a lot of cards like Raihan that can make that possible. We saw it with Ian Robb as well, when he Thorntoned into his Manaphy into a Palkia, immediately evolved it into a Palkia VSTAR, benched a Crabominable, charged up the Crabominable completely. Used, I believe, a Scoop Up Net in order to switch into it, and then just one-shot, essentially one-shot a Goodra. It's like, when you can pull those plays out of nowhere, it really throws your opponent off guard. And there's really nothing they can do to prepare for it either. The only thing in this format that really prepares for those plays is just by playing some sort of disruption like Marnie or Judge or Roxanne. And you really just have to hard draw into those most of the time. And your opponent can just always draw out of them anyway, so. So we see the one and only Archeops charge going onto the Charizard. We get 2 colorless energies onto the Charizard. Attaches an Aurora for turn. Okay, so I guess he does have the energy to attack. I was a little worried that he didn't when I saw that powerful. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not an Aurora. And just does take the knockout. Does much more than enough to that Sableye. Also has the energy to retreat. So if he has to attack with the Archeops on this next turn, that's perfectly fine. Radiant Charizard can easily retreat. Also, they're showing the new Art of Charizard from Crown Zenith up there. I do like that one better. I think that's a cooler art. He's like flying through the Crown Tundra or something. I don't know. Looks good. Looks like we're going for another Ordinary Rod. Sableye fighting Lightning Raikou. Yep, there's Ordinary Rod. I think he didn't shuffle in the Raikou. I think he just shuffled in the 3. Looks like Rayquaza came off of that. I don't think you really need Rayquaza. Well, you need something to attack with. Yeah, this looks rough just because I don't know if Moffat can power up another attacker now. Because it looks like he's going to have to be forced to go into this Rayquaza. He is Raihaning to it. So he's probably getting a Mirage Gate if he doesn't have one already. And then he'll be able to power up Rayquaza. Now, does Rayquaza make you discard all the energy? It might. I'm not quite sure of the exact wording on Rayquaza, if it forces you to or not. He does have Scoop Up Net. So let's see. We're going to Scoop Up Net Monkey, put down Sableye, Mirage Gate to the Sableye and the Rayquaza. So this isn't bad. So he can knock out the... Oh, no, he can't knock out the Manaphy because of the Wash energy. But he can knock out one of these 2 Pokemon that are here. So I would go Archeops because the Charizard can't attack on the next turn. And then, yeah, Andrew scoops from here, so Moffat does win game 1. I think my playlist just died, too. Battle themes, shuffle. There we go. Yeah, so Moffat wins game 1. That was pretty well played. Let's see if we can find the prize cards here, if it will let me scroll correctly. Come on. The spinning YouTube wheel of death here. Alright, come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. So we've got Greninja double Cramorant for Moffat, and then we've got Stoutland from Andrew. And Manaphy. I think Andrews are more detrimental than Moffat's. So we do see turn 1 Battle VIP pass coming from Moffat. Looks like Andrew decided to go second? Question mark? I'm very confused. You lost and decided to go second with Lugia? In what world is that the correct decision? I'm so confused. Do you want to be able to read the wind and get two-shot by a Cramorant? I guess you wouldn't be two-shot necessarily. But yeah, do you want to read the wind? Also, I just noticed that this Pokemon art piece I have on my wall is crooked. That means my cat jumped up on my desk and then onto my printer and then messed it up. Either that or the vibrations from Stompy upstairs moved it. I'm gonna have to fix that. That bothers me. It's like that generic, like, basket of fruit picture, except it's Pokemon berries and there's Pokeballs and Poffins and Pokepuffs all around it. Helix Fossil, Bike. It's great. I love it. It's actual art. It's what my family said when they got it for me. They're like, now you don't have posters up everywhere. You can have real art, but it's still your nerdy stuff. Okay, thanks. So Battle VIP Pass got us double Comfey. That is because the Radiant Greninja is prized. Otherwise, it would likely be Comfey Greninja. We lost zone Fighting Energy, so there is only one Fighting Energy left. We discard Psychic to get Psychic. Or actually, no, we lost... Yeah, we retreat Psychic to lost zone a Psychic. Almost thinking that it was a Greninja, but it's not. We Monkey, we Manaphy. That's it, right? We just pass from here. He didn't have to deal with Stoutland the entire first game, and now he's probably going to have to deal with Stoutland. We just pass. So we see Evo Incense gets Archeops. We do have an Ultra Ball to discard it. He just used it to get Archeops. Okay, yeah, Andrew tried to search two Pokemon off of Evo Incense and Nick caught him and stopped him from doing that. Good catch by Moffat there. Andrew definitely just tried to cheat him intentionally there. Quick Ball away the Archeops. Who would have thought? That Capturing Aroma that's in his deck is just actually sickening to me. Just seeing that card there. Reminds me of Timer Ball. Ugh, hate that card. Just flip 0 heads on it. We do see Moffat does have Galarian Zigzagoon. Goes to the bottom of his deck, but he does have it. We see Summoning Star is going to get out double Archeops now. Oh no, I guess Moffat did go second. Yeah, Moffat must have gone second because Andrew's evolving on his first turn. Yeah. Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, he must have literally just drew past. Okay, yeah, that is a double turbo on there. I'm like, there's only 3 energies on there. He can't attack, but no, it's a double turbo is that second card. Horus's Experiment is coming down for Moffat here. Gonna see the next 5 cards. Lost Zone 2, keep 3. There are 3 energies in there. He has to keep the fighting. Otherwise, he's not gonna have any fighting for the rest of the game. And this is why I don't like playing a Lost Box, because you just have Lost Zones like this, where it's just gonna be all energy, or all the cards that you just need, like Rayquaza. Yeah, so his Lost Zone is 4, but 3 of them are already energies. 2 of which are definite 2-ofs. The Lightning might be a 2-of, it might be a 3-of. It depends. I think the Lightning is the guaranteed 3-of because you have both Raikou and Rayquaza and they both need it. So you play 3 of that, and then sometimes you play 3 of Grass. Because they can also both use that. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's usually 3 grass and only 2 lightning sometimes. I don't remember. Yeah, they both use both of those, so. So, uses Heavy Ball. Gets to search those prize cards. Gets out the Greninja. Scoop Up Net into the other Comfey. Get rid of the Scoop Up Net, maybe? That's a hard decision. Yeah, it looks like the Mirage Gate. It's too early to use it, so might as well. Put down Comfey, use it again. Again, that's another weird one. It's another weird decision. I think it was Energy Recycler Raihan. Yeah, you have to do Raihan here because you can't play it yet. And Energy Recycler is too important late game for use with the Mirage Gates that you already had the Lost Zone one of. Greninja discarding Grass, draw 2. Make a decision, Moffat. Benches Comfey, Escape Rope. Puts up the Oranguru, switches into the other Comfey. Lost Zone's Ice Cube, you don't need that. He did say that was the most dead card the entire weekend, but I feel like it's necessary. Unless he just, like, didn't hit any mirror. One, two, three, 4, 5, Yeah, so he's at 8, so he can Mirage Gate if he sees any. Why is the table judge leaving? Just playing with Moffat's Lost Zone for no reason? Okay. Your Lost Zone is supposed to be above your prize cards, technically. And your prize cards have to be on the opposite side of your deck and discard. But for the stream, they just decide to do whatever they want. So technically, it's in the right place because that's where his prize cards should be. They are above it. But there's no rule that says they have to be sideways, from what I know. And now his VSTAR marker is sideways, too. I mean, it's easier to tell if they're sideways that it's your Lost Zone. But I don't think it's required. So we do see Colress's experiment. We're looking for Mirage Gates right now, so we can one-shot with Rayquaza. This is going to be really weird because there already is a Psychic and Grass in the discard and a Psychic in the Lost Zone. Yeah, Moffat's just shaking his head no. Comfey Flower Selects gets another card that's not really useful to him. Scoop Up Net. Comfey. Lost Zone Wash Water. There are 4 minutes left. I mean, if he can make this turn last those 4 minutes legally, then he can tie this game and win the match. But I think he's pushing it a little bit. He'd also want to get Manaphy's down. He already has one in the Lost Zone. Did he have one in discard? I don't think he has one in discard. He definitely doesn't have one in prizes. But if Andrew can get the Raikou out and take 2 prize cards 2 turns in a row, he can just win. And it looks like there is no way that we're going to see a Rayquaza attack here. So yeah, with 3 minutes left on the clock, Andrew is able to play the game. Looks like we are going to see the Luminion attack here. We're going to retreat with the double turbo and shuffle. Andrew knows how much time is left on the clock. He's playing very fast. Still doesn't quite have access to the Stoutland. It's still in his prize cards. I don't think Moffat's seen the Stoutland the entire match either. So he might not know Andrew even has it. This is the last round of Swiss, and this is a win and in for these guys to get into top 8 as well. I know if they tie, it's a huge potential bubble. It just depends on how many other matches naturally tie or not. On if either of them can get in with a tie here. So, Moffat definitely wants to win this match. He does not want to lose this game, because if he loses this game, he ties the match. So we do see a Raihan going on to the Sableye here. Oranguru is stuck active. The Wash Water Energy is on the Manaphy. So we can't knock out the Manaphy easy. We're just gonna have to spread damage counters around, oddly. So Moffat still needs grass on the Rayquaza. So put damage counters until... Oh, and he just had to retreat one as well. So Sableye going to want to put enough damage counters on it so that Lugia can be one-shot with just 3 energy. Yeah, puts double grass back in deck along with Manaphy. So that's good. Doesn't shuffle yet because he's going back in. Quick Ball for the Manaphy most likely. Yep. Good. Moffat's doing everything he can to prevent himself from losing. I think you want to declare your attack and have your opponent draw their prize card before time is called. That way you get an extra turn, Moffat. So otherwise you don't get an extra turn. So 4 to Lugia, 3, 3. So got 2 left. Doesn't really matter where. I think they just called time. I mean, Moffat getting an extra turn doesn't really matter, right? So as long as Andrew doesn't win this game, then they don't tie the match. So 4, 4, and 4, and then on to Andrew's turn. Andrew's turn 1. Can he take three prize cards in 2 turns? Is the question. Now, he did just get the Stoutland, so he can, actually. Does he have double turbo left in deck? I mean, I suppose he can just... Yeah, he could just charge 2 to Oranguru, retreat it into the Stoutland, put 2 powerful colorless energies on the Stoutland, take 2 prize cards off the Sableye. Yeah, Moffat knows what's coming. He's upset. So he is going to double dip Fangs, which will hit for 40 because of the 2 powerful colorless energies. Well, 40 additional. So 40 plus 40 is 80, which will knock out Sableye and take an additional prize card as the effect of the attack. So that'll put Andrew down to 1 prize remaining, which is a Luminion. So Rayquaza comes up. Moffat has to one-shot this Stoutland and somehow take 6 prize cards off of it. Otherwise, they tie the match. Yeah, if Andrew didn't take the Stoutland off his prize cards on that last attack before he was able to bench it, then this would have been Moffat's game to win. Yeah, but it looks like Andrew wins this game, tying the match. And then that's it. They're 1-1 after time. Whew. That was close. I do believe both of them make it into cut. The tie was... It was a very odd bubble, and it really depended on how all of the last matches went. Moffat has pretty insane resistance in this tournament, so he ended up being like the top seed of whoever had his record, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I know for a fact that he makes it in, and I'm pretty sure his opponent made it in as well. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's it for that match, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a nail biter at the end. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe and all that good stuff. I gotta start doing some thumbnail editing because I haven't uploaded a single one of these yet. And it's getting late. But yeah, I will see you guys next time.